to our weekly YouTube series where we try to bring about the various different projects that have been done by our data specialists. And today we are going to take a look at raw, raw metal and minerals price forecasting project, which has been done by Sushmita. So, good evening, Sushmita, and thank you for joining.
Good evening, Aditya.
Great to have you, Sushmita. So let's get into the project, and why don't we start by discussing some business details of this project?
Yeah, sure, definitely, Aditya. So the client that we have worked with, for whom these metals and minerals are very essential raw materials. So what happened is the prices of these metals and minerals, they try to change. Unpredictable fluctuations used to happen there. So this volatility presents try to give a big challenge for the business that is completely relying on these materials. So which is impacting the cost management and inventory planning. So that is with respect to the business problem. So we have come up with a business objective where we are trying to reduce, or I can say minimizing the procurement cost, that is lowering the cost of buying the raw materials, which might increase the profits, and which is also trying to improve our competitive edge by effectively managing the sourcing and the pricing of these raw materials on the global market. And the constraint, that is the challenge that we would have faced, is we need to reduce the negative impact of these price fluctuations on production costs, and we need to even find the best procurement strategies to ensure that we can source the raw materials at stable and affordable prices. And coming to our success criterion, so the business success criterion, we need to improve our procurement strategies and reduce the production cost by 10%, whereas the machine learning success criterion is to we should get the raw material prices with at least 92% accuracy. And the economic success criterion, we aim to achieve at least 20% of savings in raw materials procurement and inventory management cost.
So, Sushmita, um, why don't you just walk us through the end-to-end process of handling the data that
Yeah,
is used in this project?
yeah, sure, Aditya. So here the main challenge that we have faced is in the collection of the data, because we have collected it as primary sources. We have gone through multiple official websites in order to look into the actual prices of the metals like aluminum or iron ore. They were ferrous, nickel, like that. We have a list of metals which was given by the client, and we try to collect the data for the past 5 years, where we try to look into the monthly prices of each metals. Once we have collected the data, we have proceeded further with performing the exploratory data analysis, the cleaning process. Once the cleaning of the data is done, we have moved further with the model selection. We have applied multiple forecasting models, and out of that, the best model which has given the least MAPE value, that is mean absolute percentage error, we have come up with the best solution of the model which has given the least MAPE values. And once we have selected the model, we have deployed it in the Streamlit, and even for the client purpose also. The demonstration was done even there also.
Hmm. So let's talk about the models. Here we can see the result of a few of the models.
Yes.
So, what was the reasoning behind going with this specific set of models?
Yeah. We know that in time series we have multiple models to work on with, Aditya, but out of these, the ones which have been listed here are the best ones, because when working with the time series data to forecast the raw materials, we use the method called as auto erima. This approach helped us to find the best forecasting models without manually trying out different configurations. So it automatically tested a wide range of possible models by changing some different parameters to see which combination is working the best in order to find out the PDQ values. And we have also looked into the summary table with the coefficients of auto regressions and the moving averages terms also. And the method is tried to pick up the best model that gives us the most accurate predictions by using a criterion that measures how well the model fits to our model. So the model that we have come up with is the auto erema, which has given the least error rate for predicting the future prices, which is more crucial for minimizing the cost and managing the inventory effectively, Aditya.
Hmm. Finally, we have this deployed output that we see on the screen. So could you just explain to our viewers what
Yeah,
exactly is happening here?
yeah, sure. So here towards the left side, you can see there is a drop down option given to us. So as I said, we have a list of minerals and metals which was given by the client. The one which we select right, automatically it will try to forecast for the next 6 months. You can see the figure that has been given here. This is the snap taken when we are working with the Streamlit application, Aditya.
So thank you so much for joining, Sushmita, and thank you so much for taking the time to just walk us through the details of our project. And thank you so much for our viewers for tuning in today. Please do follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn for further such content. Thank you, everyone, and have a good evening.